Yo, what's going on, people? Another day, another stream. How's it going? How is it going, my friends, my peoples? Oh, finally, I'm off work. Finally, man. That's why I'm feeling comfortable. It's cold out there, man. It's colder than cold. It's so freezing, you can't even get out. It's too much for me, man. London is back to normality, people. London is back to normality. Yeah, so I thought I'd just come on, check out what's going on around YouTube, and just check out what's going on with you guys. Um, Thinking about doing a few streams tomorrow. Yeah, so like a daily thing, like a daily stream. So we could just discuss anything you want, as it says on the description. Anything you want. You could talk about any team you want. You could talk about anything you want. Even outside football, it doesn't really matter. I just want to sit here and discuss things with you guys and have fun at the same time for the next hour or so. Yeah, I saw something the other day. It's the Arsenal fan again criticizing our players, which is Liverpool, and championing other players which are nowhere near those players he's talking about. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that guy, the Arsenal fan, LG. That's what I call him. I don't want to say his full name. Sometimes I wonder at his age if he knows football, because he keeps saying he knows, he's watched it all and all this stuff. Well, I'm older than you, bro. I watch it more than you, so I don't know where you're coming from when you're criticizing players who are great in their own right, if you know what I mean. You say you know football, but I don't think you do. You just chat utter bullshit. I can't believe there's 25 people not liking my video, man. What is going on, people? Like, what's with the hate, man? Come on, let's be having ya. Let's be having ya. Big up, guys, in the chat. Hopefully you can hear me this time. Hey.
I want to tell you the good days are coming.
There you go. The good days are coming. Yeah, so I saw it here in Never a Foul. So, and I see young Musa there, who's started up his own channel. Please go and subscribe to him as well. So they're talking about Mohamed Salah. Let's see what they're going to say. But yeah, let me welcome people in. I don't want to be rude. Big up Clive. Big up Copfather. How are you guys? Big up Joe, of course. Joel. Big up my guy. You're back again. I can see. I like when I see, old people from the, long time ago come back on the channel as well. Yo, what's happening? Nothing much, bro. Nothing much. It's just, another day, another stream, trying to have fun at the same time. This unknowledgeable football people who don't know football. Let's just be honest there. They just chat utter bullshit. And we have to listen to them every single time because they're controversy. They just want to put controversial stuff out there so people can follow it. And then, they hit the likes and subscribe like they always allude to every single time they are on their streams. Kind of weird, isn't it? For people that don't care about like and subscribing and all that stuff, they always ask for it. Strange that. Very strange. So let's listen to what he's saying again. Out of BS. And he said Danny Welbeck is better than certain, player that they're talking about as well. It's weird. Very weird. Very strange. Very strange for my liking. Big up, Clive, bro. What's up, my friend? Hope everything is well. You never walk alone. Other supporters, 100%. Cop Father's in the house, my brother, Cop Father. Yeah, I see you took my advice and watched the Arsenal roundabout. Yes, I did, bro. I did. I always take your advice, man. Come on, man. Andy, what's going on the Dom's Soboslai celebration versus Ireland? I don't even know what he did. Someone said the celebration when he was doing that, it wasn't even that game. It was something else. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. But congratulations to Ireland, obviously making it to the playoffs, I believe. As I said there, when John Conway asked me yesterday about Ireland, and I mentioned, the World Cup '94, and I even mentioned the players that were actually in the team, and he couldn't believe it. He said, "You're right. Yeah, man, if I watch something in the past, even if it's a long time ago, I will remember it because that was my life. That was everything to me when I was a kid. Not like the modern day people that make up stories about stats and all that stuff. We're not all about that, man. You have to do eye test. You have to, have that memory. Stats ain't gonna stay with you forever, but the memory will be. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. What's going on, Mr. Trudon, United fan? Sal, you streamed with the other day, said a very disrespectful comment about Heisel on Judge Mo and Hussam stream. Shame because he seemed like a decent guy. I don't know what he said. Did he say some? I don't know what he said, bro. I know I go on those channels, but I don't really watch everything, my guy. I rather concentrate on my stuff. Come on here. If he said a disrespectful thing, then I hope Judge Mo and all them lot pulled him up on it, because it's not right to talk about Heisel and make a disrespectful comment about it. Nah. I don't do that. But yeah. Listen, let me know what he said, didn't it? That's all I'm asking for. I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch these channels. I just do my own thing, mind my own business. I don't get involved with politics, and I have a laugh on my own channel, man. I don't need no pressure from outside that, to be fair, guys. So it's up to you if you want to go to those channels and watch them and hear what they're saying and clip them up. It's up to you. But I can't judge someone that I haven't watched. I need to see it for myself. But yeah, big up Trudon for that, man. Strange if he said a bad thing. Very, very strange, because it seems like a decent guy, well knowledgeable guy. He knows a lot of things about football, especially about Liverpool as well. Like, he gives us advice sometimes. It comes on obviously the chat on here and gives us advice. Don't give up on things, even that he's a Man United fan. It's strange. Like, I'm hearing this, very strange. So yeah, let's watch this. But we go on, man. We'll just talk about anything you want as well in the chat. Go for it, man.
What I want to say, right? The best three players that I've ever seen, and I've seen the entirety of the Premier League, are Dennis Bergkamp, Gianfranco Zola, and Eric Cantona. Unless you were old enough to have witnessed them, don't chat to me. Because if you didn't see,
hang on. Let me go back.
Let me tell what I want to say. Right? The best three players that I've ever seen, and I've seen the entirety of the Premier League, are Dennis Bergkamp, Gianfranco Zola, and Eric Cantona. Unless you
Gianfranco Zola, he came at the end of his career. What is he talking about? Has he won anything at Chelsea? Can't remember. What the hell is going on here? Like, Eric Cantona, okay, one of the best, maybe. Didn't stay long enough in the Premier League, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. Did some magical things at Man United. Dennis Bergkamp, late bloomer, you know what I mean. Came in from Inter Milan. Ruben Sosa was the main player there. Dennis Bergkamp was an out-and-out number 9 before he became a number 10. Couldn't succeed as a number 9. Arrived at the Premier League, technically sound. Was he always man of the match for Arsenal? No. So Thierry Henry was players like that were the stars of the team. He was, the one who was the supply line. So I don't know what he's talking about, man. I've been here before him. You know what I mean? So he could say that he could watch the entirety of the Premier League. I was here in the first division. So if he wants to go down that route, I've been here before him. So, and I've seen a lot of great players. But the greatest players in the Premier League era, them three, they're good, but they're not the greatest. I don't know what he's talking about, man. I'm confused. I'm very much confused, guys. But let's listen, because this is what people listen to, isn't it? They tell you I've been here from the beginning of the Premier League, and they were 3 years old. You know what I mean? What can you say? Who knew? You know what I mean? I've been here. Listen, I could only remember football properly probably from 7, 8 onwards, if you know what I mean. That's what I could remember. Some kids are, early bloomers. You know what I mean? They know things from early doors. But if he's saying that, I don't know how old he was. Maybe he was 7, maybe 8. I don't know when the Premier League started. So I don't understand what Bergkamp, Zola, and Cantona. What? Oh, whatever, man.
You were old enough to have witnessed them, don't chat to me. Yeah, because if you didn't see them, how do you know how good they were?
I saw him, but I'll never put a Man U player in the top 3.
I disagree.
Well, after winning the most Prems in the last how long?
I disagree.
I can
Who's
stomach
yours?
Roy Keane.
That's just a bias. And
My,
it's not
my
facts,
three
it's-
my
it-
three best
it's
players ever.
opinion.
Go
But
around,
yeah.
go around everyone because I need to bounce soon. Yeah, because I've got people waiting to jump on there.
No,
Go around
yeah,
everyone.
I'll
Ask
talk
everyone-
about
ask everyone.
Listen, technically, if you say Cantona, Bergkamp, and Zola, there's no one close to technical ability than those guys. Baggio is much better than all three put together anyway. So that closes that door. If you're talking about, around that time, who was around? Baggio, hands down, better than them three. No doubt about that. But in the Premier League era, technical players, you could say they are in the top 5 at least. But the greatest players in the Premier League, don't forget, guys, these are my type of players. I'm a technical guy. I love number 10s. Number 10s are my favorite of all time, apart from R9, of course, because he was obviously the greatest number 9 that ever lived. But I'm all about the technical players because I based myself on the technical players when I was growing up as a kid. I wanted to be a Maradona. I wanted to be a, Baggio. That's my, Barnes and things like that. That's what I was all about when I was a kid. Always, studying those kind of players as footballers and seeing how great they were with the ball and all that stuff. Them three, if you say technically, top 5. But if you say the greatest, no, I don't think they had a long. Apart from Bergkamp, probably in the Premier League, he stayed longer. Cantona didn't stay longer. I think Zola came at the end of his career. Don't forget, Zola was a backup at Napoli to Maradona. And then he went to Parma, and him and Faustino Asprilla, the one who played for that played for Newcastle, were the partnership for Parma back in the day. They were great together, to be fair. Yeah, Zola in Serie A was amazing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to dispute that. I love Zola back in the day. But there was a lot of number 10s at Italian football at that time. Signori, of course, Baggio, Del Piero. There were so many. Ruud Gullit became a number 10 over there as well from a sweeper. Yeah. Totti, nah. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. I really don't know. Greatest players, like above Henry and all these other players, like Ronaldo's and that. That's a bold statement, man. It's a bold statement, man.
Their best 3 that they've seen.
Gabriel, Saliba, and Timber. Because I saw someone bounce today, and he tried to
You're a
bounce.
troll, bro. I swear to this guy.
You're trolling Olu right now. You're trying to tell me that fucking Joe Cole, who is more talented than Salah, is not taking
here.
all-round footballer.
Wow. Joe Cole, more talented than Salah. You could say skills, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. But other than that, Joe Cole has got no ability that's more than Salah. He doesn't score more goals. He doesn't create more chances. He hasn't got the pace that Salah gets past players with. Other than tricks, that's the only thing Joe Cole's got over Salah. Why does it? I don't understand. I'm a bit confused, guys. Yeah. Why is it every single time you compare players, it's always Salah involved in it? Have you guys noticed that? If Salah was playing for someone else and clocked up the numbers that he clocked up at Liverpool, I honestly think all these people will say he's the greatest player in the Premier League history. Because he plays for Liverpool Football Club, he ain't. You know what I mean? That's what the arguments is, really. It's because he plays for Liverpool Football Club. The disrespect Salah gets is out of this world, man. You know what I mean? When you're comparing with Joe Cole and all these other players, okay, you say Hazard and him, but they're not the same type of players. Hazard is a number 10. Hazard plays behind the striker. He doesn't really play out, at wide and score double figures, if you know what I mean. Strange. You know what I mean? So it's weird. It's very, very strange. Every single time you compare players, you always do it with Salah. We had Joe Cole at Liverpool. Couldn't hack it. You know what I mean? Got sent off in his first game for Liverpool Football Club. Then he got shafted at. Even with Roy Hodgson, he couldn't even perform. Yeah, it is what it is. But let me get to the comments as we're going along. Sorry about that, guys. I think Trudon came back. Big up John Conway as always, my guy. Seen Bergkamp, Zola, didn't see much of Cantona. I've seen all of them, bro. I've seen all of them. Oh, Bavarian. Evening, Fozi. And the chat, everyone is doing well this evening. We missed the Premier League, bro. You know what I mean? We're watching this meaty international football. That Liverpool fan on the show looks like your evil twin. He ain't my twin. He's a Somali boy, but he's not my evil twin, bro. Bloody hell, Trudon. Relax with that shit, man. Yeah. What are you saying, Barovian? What are you saying? Do you remember when Middlesbrough had the likes of Juninho, Ravanelli, Emerson? They were mad times. Yeah, bro. I remember we played against them. I must have watched that game a lot of times. So I'm sure it was a draw, or I think it was 2-2 draw. But I could be wrong. They might have beaten us. I think it was when Ravanelli and Juninho made their debut for Middlesbrough. And I think Ravanelli scored that goal. I remember us because we was wearing that cream Carlsberg Reebok tops. As I had that shirt actually. Bloody! I remember once someone punched me in the nose. The whole shirt became red. You know what I mean, like the home kit. That's how red it was. Yeah. I remember that. What are you saying, Andy? Thoughts on Nigeria elimination from the AFCON to Congo going through the AFCON playoffs? I don't know what's going on with Nigeria, bro. I really don't know. You know what I mean? These guys were amazing when I was growing up. I remember growing up to Finidi George, Amakache, Amanike, Alise. You know, I could say all the names, bro. It doesn't bother me. You know what I mean, because I watched these guys when I was a kid. Yeah. It's strange what's happening in Nigeria. It's money, innit? Money's involved, bro. You know, when money comes into football, like I said to you guys many times on this channel, the beautiful side of the game is gone. The beautiful side of the game is gone. So every player nowadays, before they play, they say, how much am I earning? Not because I love Nigeria. It's how much am I earning? And that comes first. It's not the love for the nation, if you know what I mean. If they had love for the nation, those performances that we see now wouldn't have happened, would it really? Yeah. The love of the game is gone, my brother. The love of the game is gone, man. And it's sad. It's sad because I love Nigeria. Obviously, I'm African. When I watch African teams in the World Cups and all that stuff, it's a joy to my eyes because I always support the African teams and I always want them to go through. Come on, we're from that continent. Of course, I'm going to be supporting them. If my nation ain't in there, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, man. It's sad, but as I said, when money gets involved, greed gets involved, and the local. When money gets involved, greed gets involved, and the full focus of the football side disappears. Unfortunately, so it's sad. It's very, very sad, man. We're not going to see Nigeria in there. So, but sometimes it's a learning curve, isn't it, for the nation? Maybe they have to go and get players that's homegrown and love the nation to play for Nigeria instead of like getting these people that actually chose other countries before they chose Nigeria. If you know what I mean. So you're paying players that chose other country first. As soon as they couldn't get to other countries in national team, they come back to their father's team, their mother's team, whatever it is. So yeah, it's sad. It's very, very sad, man. But as I said, when you lose focus of loving the nation and you choose money over that, football is done, man. Football is done. It's sad, very, very sad for Nigeria, man. Because I love Nigeria. When I used to watch them back in the day, I had that shirt too. Loved that one. Yeah, it was a good shirt. I really liked it, Copfather, man. I always wonder if it's still around somewhere I could go and buy it. I mean, but the Carlsberg thing doesn't help me anymore. Because when I was a kid, I don't think the parents cared about what if it says Carlsberg. But I think now they care about it a lot. I've got a Carlsberg shirt here. I've got the Reebok red one with Stan Collymore. And Marco Owen made his debut, I remember, with that shirt, Wimbledon away. He was challenging for the league title. I think our title chances was fading away. Marco Owen came on the scene, against Wimbledon and scored a goal. Fantastic goal. He ran, I think, through a few defenders and slotted it in the bottom corner, as I remember. Yeah, man. It's crazy about these shirts. I never liked the Reebok shirts, though, apart from the one that got us the Champions League, which I still have, but the Carlsberg and Reebok, everything came off it. It's so old, the whole thing came off it, the sponsorship and that stuff. Yeah. So let's listen to what this guy is saying. You're going to hear some shockers. Let me just put it that way.
Anyway,
What are you based off?
You've seen Joe Cole play for our club.
Anyway,
Cass, how old was you when he signed for Chelsea?
fucking hell,
Probably about 3
or 4.
There you go. So how do you know that then?
No, but I remember Joe Cole back in like 04 and under Mourinho more time.
There you go, guys. They're already telling you guys, like, 3 or 4 years old. And they got the opinions about football from those times. Very strange. Very strange.
How old were you in 04?
I was 8.
But you
Yeah,
remember
mate.
him, so cool.
Yeah,
so
I do,
when he was
I
at West Ham,
actually,
you
I
don't
do.
remember him
I
either.
still,
Then,
I still remember him with the fucking Umbro and all that. Like I do
but you don't
remember.
remember him at West Ham either. Then, yeah?
Not too. Not, maybe a season, maybe one season, but maybe not. I'm not too sure. I would.
Interesting.
My thing wouldn't be there, but I heard it. I know he was a
Yeah,
wonder
but
kid.
you can't compare this generation to the
But I'm not
previous
saying Joe
generation.
Cole's not talented.
What are
I'm
you?
saying
What
Joe
are you
Cole-
basing? What are you
No,
basing
I'm gonna
Salah
say this.
being better than
Right.
Joe Cole on? bro?
Let me hear this. Yeah, cool.
Efficiency.
All right, footballers. Yeah,
Efficiency.
footballers. Wait one sec. Footballers, you can be technically better.
Okay, well,
than all
Harry
this
Kane's
stuff.
more efficient than Maradona. Is he better than Maradona?
Maybe.
you said
Or what's it
you
called?
asked-
Salah's more
asked-
efficient than
you
Ronaldinho.
asked-
Is he
you
better
asked-
than
Yeah, but if we
Ronaldinho?
go wrong,
wait,
if we go
wait,
round of the,
wait,
you're going off
wait,
technical
you
dribbling
asked-
and all this
wait,
stuff.
you
Like
asked- you
they've got the
asked a
same
specific
IQs and
question.
shit.
You asked a specific question. You said, "What is he better than?" And I said, "Efficiency." So
Cool.
I actually gave you one reason
Vision?
or one
Okay,
thing that.
does he have a
Salah
better
is
first
better than-
touch? Does he have a
No,
better first
No,
touch?
I wouldn't
Does he
ask
have
you
a
this.
better weak
Football's
foot?
bit about winning. I'm
I didn't
confused. I'm
ask
so
you.
baffled.
I
I'm
didn't-
so baffled.
Wait, Joe Cole
You know
won.
what Joe
Yeah,
Cole's
Joe
won?
Cole won. Joe Cole won.
Yeah,
Calm
yeah,
down.
wait.
Calm down.
Hold on.
You know what's funny, guys? You know Salah's touches are very underrated. I don't know if they watch Salah enough to know about his touches. If you know what I mean, I've seen him kill the ball every single time it comes up to him. So even from difficult angles. So I don't know what Salah they watch. You know what I mean, it must be a different kind of Salah that they've been watching, because when we watch him, his touches are amazing. Sometimes it could be appalling like everybody else. But if you're talking about all-round footballer, he's better than Joe Cole. I don't even know why even comparing Joe Cole to Salah. They're two different players, number one. And number two, they play in two different positions. So this is what I'm saying about the modern day football, guys. There's too much of, nonsense around football for people to understand. If you play in the same position and another player plays better than you, you put your hands up and you say, okay, it's fine, no problem. That player is better than that player. But if you play in different positions and you compare those players, it's utter nonsense. Salah's goal return alone should be the best thing to talk about. There shouldn't be anything else, because what he does from the right wing, no other player in the history of the Premier League, even though in football, has ever consistently scored that many goals. So that should be, same as Thierry Henry. When people talk about Thierry Henry, nobody talks about him because he's done amazing things in the short time he was in the Premier League. So it's strange when these people just compare players who play in a different position to each other. It's weird. It's very, very strange, because that's not comparisons. That's just utter nonsense, if you know what I mean. I would not compare Maradona to Cristiano Ronaldo because they play different positions. They're not both number 10s. Ronaldo was a winger that turned into a striker. I would not compare R9 to Maradona because they're two different players. R9 is an out-and-out striker, and Maradona is a number 10 creative / goal-scoring midfielder, attacking midfielder. So you can't do things like that. It's strange. You could compare Pele and Romario because they are goal scorers and they are very low center gravity and they're good at dribbling. You could compare that. But when you're comparing, Salah and Joe Cole, it's utter nonsense. Utter nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm saying. This guy's telling me he's 43 years old. How do you compare those two players? It's very, come on, man. Come on.
You're onto something, Mustafa. Give me a sec. Hey, let's get one thing straight. Lee's a bit of a Lee's just off his nut, yeah. The football's all about winning, but he likes the more talented football because they're entertaining, but it's not built for our entertainment.
Okay, cool. So do you rate Mustafi, who won a World Cup? Yeah, okay, well, let's be consistent then. Mustafi's won a World Cup. Yeah, Mustafi's won a World Cup. Ibrahimovic hasn't. Yeah, Van Dijk hasn't. Let's go defenders solely. So is he better than Van Dijk? 'Cause he ain't won a World Cup.
You're the one that said football's only about winning.
It's about winning.
I said it's about. I asked you a question.
Okay, Mesut Ozil. How many league titles has Mesut Ozil won? Please tell me. Please tell me how many titles.
He didn't actually.
League titles. Please tell me how many league titles Mesut Ozil's won.
Not a lot under Madrid, to be fair.
One in his entire career. He won more at Arsenal than he did at Madrid.
But that's cute and everything. But what's that got to do with Gabriel not defending?
No, it was Riot's fault. It was Riot's fault.
Let me ask you this then, yeah? Because I do need to bounce. I'm going to do 5. I'm going to bounce, right? Let me ask you this then. Yeah, Szczesny. Yeah, it's just popped up on my screen, funny enough, right now. Szczesny. Yeah, he's shit. But look at what he's won.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you're saying.
That's the case. Then Anderson is better than Gerrard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Trent's got a better legacy
My
at
Anderson.
Liverpool than
I hope this is just banter. I hope this is not real. Anderson, the Brazilian Man United player, is better than Gerrard because he marked him out a game once. That's what's better than Gerrard. Ooh. Football knowledge at its best, people. I've been telling you. I've been warning you. Stop listening to these people. You don't even listen to me. You're always going to these people and going to their streams. Why? Because they're entertaining. I mean, football YouTube is about entertainment. It's not serious. You know what I mean? Get that through your skull. Get that through your skull. Anderson is better than Gerrard. I don't know if he means it. I hope he doesn't because it's sad to hear that.
Gerrard.
Oh, my Anderson.
Doesn't no, but I'm talking about Gerrard and Trent. Trent has a better legacy at Liverpool than Gerrard. Because why? Because he factually he won everything. Gerrard didn't. Yeah, these men are onto him.
Wow. Does he, you know what? You're basing legacy on trophies, not overall what you done for the football club. I mean, it's what you left behind, what you did for that football club as a whole. Trent was just part of a team. I mean, the team won the trophies. The team did everything together. Gerrard was an individual player who made a lot of individual brilliance and carried this football club even through dark times. When nobody believed in Liverpool anymore, he was this, shining light. And how can you say he's got a better legacy? If you talk about major trophies, yeah, I agree with you. But if you're talking about overall, the impact of the two players into the football club, that's a stupid argument. It really is. That's what I'm saying, guys. If you haven't watched Liverpool throughout your time in football and you're not a fan of Liverpool, your judgment could be questioned. I mean, because you're making bold statements that don't make sense. I'm listening to this guy. He's not making sense. But for some reason, people allow him to speak. Just concentrate on your high, Gunners and all that stuff. What you know best. Don't talk about Liverpool Football Club because you're just embarrassing yourself continuously. But let's continue. Let's see what he's gonna say. Some more things that's digging, the hole. I'm not here to banter with this guy. I don't want to know him. I don't really care, to be fair, guys. It doesn't bother me. I'm not his friend. He's not my friend. I don't know him. You know what I mean? But when he's talking about my football club, I'll question that. Because you don't know a lot. And I'm older than him, by the way, by 3 years. So he can't tell me compared to what he's telling them. Like, oh, I've seen football before you. How old were you? Were you 2 years old when, Arsenal won the league and all this stuff? He can't say that to me. That's one person he can't say it to. I don't know about this guy, the Nottingham Forest guy. I don't know why he's on stage. Nottingham Forest are shit. You know what I mean? But for some reason, he's on a stage because what they won when he wasn't even born. Kind of weird. That strange. All right, but let's listen.
These men are onto him. They forget Steve McManaman. Steve McManaman left on a free signing to go to Real Madrid. They forget Peter Beardsley left Liverpool to go to Everton. They forget.
Hang on a second here. Steve McManaman is a Scouser, by right. Steve McManaman has no loyalty to Liverpool. He's an Everton fan, by the way. It's the same as Carragher. Although Carragher all the time says, I support Liverpool, it doesn't mean anything. He's an Evertonian no matter what. If you grow up in one team, you're always going to be supporting that team. And I don't care about what Carragher says. His judgment of Liverpool, his statements about Liverpool doesn't sound like someone that actually loves Liverpool. So let's put that aside. McManaman is the same. He left on a free because his first love is Everton. It's not Liverpool Football Club. And we didn't really care when he left. We got upset, but we didn't really care. We didn't really dwell on it. But Trent is a Liverpool fan. Trent is a Liverpool boy. He lives closer to Liverpool than Gerrard ever did. So that's why we're upset. And not only that, leave it on a free and, he's supposed to be giving his best years, which is his prime years, to Real Madrid instead of Liverpool. That's why we're upset. If he actually got us some money in, like a lot of money in, then he left with that. I don't mind it because everybody knows Liverpool's still to buy. We're never going to change from that as long as we've got these owners. As for Peter Beardsley, the time ran out. He had to leave. Liverpool and Everton did used to sell players to each other. What is he talking about? See, this is why I keep telling you guys. He does not know Liverpool Football Club. At that time, we used to sell Everton players and they used to sell us players. So what is he talking about? Peter Beardsley wasn't playing for Liverpool anymore. Kenny Dalglish benched him at that time. And a lot of Liverpool fans were upset about it, but eventually he let him go. So what is he talking about? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Making some silly statements like McManaman was a Liverpool lover. No, he wasn't. Never was. Even when he speaks in the commentary nowadays, does that look like a Liverpool lover to you? He prefers Real Madrid more than Liverpool every single time he speaks. Come on, man. Let's be realistic. Even though we wasted time and patience with him from a youth level. There you go, man. Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. I don't understand these guys, man. I really don't. I don't know why people listen to these idiots. They don't know. They don't know nothing about our football club, but they're trying to find out about our football club and lie at the same time. Why are you lying, bro? Don't lie about my football club, man. It's the same things you say about other people when they talk about Arsenal. I'm surely gonna once said Danny Welbeck is technically better than Salah. His football takes can be wild at times. It's weird, bro. For a guy who's telling everybody I'm older than everybody and then talks like that, it's absolutely wild. I don't think he knows as much as he says he does. It's weird. When you're comparing Danny Welbeck to Salah, how? If Danny Welbeck was so good, how comes he's not at a top club right now? How comes he didn't last at Arsenal? How comes he didn't last at Man United if he's that good? Why is he always a bench player at those clubs as well? Strange, isn't it? What I'm hearing here, Gerrard carried us to Champions League, but there is at least a conversation as a captain and Gerrard as a captain, but not as a player. Captains are different, bro. Gerrard is not vocal, and Henderson is. That's the difference. You know what I mean? You lead by example, whichever way you can. And at the two, obviously, everybody prefers Gerrard or over Henderson as a captain. But Henderson has won the major trophies like the Premier League, Champions League, and the World Club Cup, which Liverpool have never won. So people can have the argument as well. Yeah, there's vocal captains and there's non-vocal captains, but they lead by example, by the actions that they take on the pitch. That's how it is. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Evening, my guy, Ricky. What's going on, man? All Everton fans. Yeah, man. Don't worry about it. It's all good. For everybody the channel now, Ricky. It's not just about Liverpool. I meant for what they want, not as they play. I know, bro. I know what they want. I know, bro. Big up, Ricky, man. Big up. So let's get back to this. There's going to be few statements which are weird. So let's get back to it.
Yeah, but now, Trent's a snake.
I don't know how you got Joe Cole in the top three. I don't know how you got Joe Cole in the top three.
I didn't have Joe Cole in the top three.
In the Premier League.
No, I had Bergkamp, Zola, and Cantona as my top three ever.
Okay, all right.
You can't even argue with that, Wolfie. Come on, what we doing?
You know what? I was thinking like you're forgetting some other techie players. Remember Janino Kinkladze?
Kinkladze is one of the greatest players ever to play for Man City.
Oh yeah, that's
Janino was good for 2 years only, man.
But that's
he
was next level. He was next level. That's great. Janino's one of the best.
There we go. Janino and Kinkladze, two great players in their own right. Did they impact the league as Cantona and Bergkamp and all these other guys they were talking about? No. They were entertainment at their best. That's what they were. Janino for Brazil. I remember him after the 94 World Cup, I think 95, something like that, Umbro Cup in England before the Euro 96. That Brazil team, Roberto Carlos, Cafu became a mainstay in the team, because if you don't know about Cafu, guys, in the World Cup 94, he wasn't the right back for Brazil. He became the right back afterwards because Juninho got injured. There was a guy before him who was a similar player to him, and he was an understudy to Cafu was an understudy to Juninho, who was the Brazilian right back in the World Cup, main right back basically, and he was amazing in his all right. He was a great defender, great attacking player. Juninho was, and and then he got injured at some stage during the World Cup, and then Cafu took over, and the rest is history after that. You could say the left side of Brazil 94 World Cup after Leonardo elbowed one of the, I think Nielsen or some Ronaldo. I don't know. I forgot the USA name of the player he elbowed. Leonardo, the guy who was later a playmaker for AC Milan and teams like that, was a left back originally by trade, and then Barranco came back and took over. Barranco was his, Leonardo was an understudy to Barranco. If you remember Barranco, the Brazilian that used to take free kicks from far away with the left foot before Roberto Carlos. That's who was Barranco. Yeah, man. There's a lot of things these guys don't know about that I could discuss with them for eternity, man, and they will never question it because I know football, man. They don't know football. Barranco was amazing. I remember him scoring against Holland when the ball just curled around people's backs and all that stuff and went all the way to the bottom corner of the Holland goal. Yeah, man. Football was beautiful back in the day. I don't think these guys won't know it, but Lee Gunner, I do question his takes on football sometimes, and it's strange. But yeah, Georgie Kinkladze, what a player for Man City. Oof. The Georgian Maradona, I wanted him at Liverpool, man. Ask Anton when you see him on this channel. I always say, we need to get kinky. As a kid, we need to get kinky. That's what they used to call him, innit? Kinky, Georgie Kinkladze. Yeah, he was amazing, man. The Georgian Maradona. He even played in the first division with Man City. He went down with them and still played in the first division. Yeah, he's a legend for Man City. I gotta be honest. Some of the goals he scored, guys, you'd be freaking off your chair, man. That's how good some of these goals were. Yeah, but as the greatest, if you're comparing them with the greatest players, nah, I wouldn't even put them outside that. Maybe below outside. That's what I put Juninho, and I don't think Juninho played enough for Middlesbrough to be, considered as one of the greatest Premier League players. Same as Coutinho. It's similar to that, basically. That's why Juninho and Coutinho are very similar. The way they played and the way they stayed at their football club. But Georgie Kinkladze, it was just sad. He got relegated to Man City. After that, I didn't see him. I think he played one season in the first division and disappeared after that. So, yeah. There below, you said obviously the goats below that, and I think the fourth tier of that they'll be in Juninho and Kinkladze. Great players in their own right, but they haven't done enough in the Premier League for me to say they're one of the greatest ever existed. If you know what I mean.
Has played in the Premier League.
Him and Ravelli, but it was only 2 years only.
Hold on.
What about Ruud Gullit?
Oh,
He was too old. He was too old.
At Chelsea.
He was too old
Yeah,
at Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Okay, what about let's pick another player.
Collymore.
Let's go Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez. What do you think of Riyad Mahrez?
Top player.
Possibly one of the best wingers the Premier League's ever seen.
Yeah,
Is he better than Salah?
No.
I would say
On what metric? On what metric?
No, wait. I would say if you ask me tomorrow to pick between Salah and Mahrez for my team, I'll pick Mahrez.
You see, people, what I'll tell you, today's football judgment is out of this world. It's mad. It's crazy. But who am I to say anything? You know what I mean? When we're hearing Mahrez is better than Salah, I'm sure Salah picked up a lot of African awards more than Mahrez. Okay, it's extraordinary when you win a league title with Leicester. That's a freak season. That's what it was. He won a lot of titles with Man City, a team. He wasn't even the main player. Salah has been the main player for Liverpool. He was never main player for Man City. You could say Leicester for one season, yeah, but for Man City, De Bruyne, Aguero, there's so many players that was the main players over there. So, and not only that, he wasn't a starter continuously, was he? He was sharing positions with the likes of Sterling and Sane and all those other players they brought after that. So you got to look at it from that point of view. I love Mahrez. I love the way he plays. I'm a big fan of Mahrez. But if you're saying he's better than Salah, that's an insult. I honestly think that is a complete insult. And the people that tell you that, you need to question their football knowledge, which is absolutely diabolical. Let me just put it that way. Salah is probably going to be considered in the top 2 of all-time greatest players in the Premier League because of the extraordinary stuff that he does on the right wing, which is a striker's rate from a right wing continuously from day dot. You know what I mean? From the day he arrived at Liverpool Football Club, he's been scoring over 20 goals a season. So I don't know where this comparison, when you're comparing both players, come from. I don't understand that. It's it's madness, man. It's like you know, like when you was a kid, you already knew that R9 was the greatest player that ever lived in it at the time. When I was a kid, like from '97 onwards, I already knew R9 was the Pele of the era, that era. You know what I mean? The biggest thing we ever saw. But you're still gonna get some idiot that will tell you Alan Shearer is a better player. That's how it stands to me when I'm watching this. Alan Shearer is better than R9. That's what they're saying. Think about what I'm saying, guys. That's how they're talking. I remember when I was a kid, I used to hear that. Me and Anton used to hear that, and we used to say, "Are you fucking winding me up? Like, Alan Shearer better than R9? What are you watching, man?" That kind of reaction. That's what I'm getting right now. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I'm sorry for you guys. I feel sorry for you guys because sometimes when I get in the chat here, the people that chat to me, because they come from these channels, they're trying to convince me like Mahrez is better than Salah, Hazard is better than Salah, and all that stuff. I'm not only saying that because I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm saying that because I'm a football fan. I reply to it because I'm a football fan. Look at what Salah has done from the day he arrived at Liverpool and the goal returns. It's a striker's return from one side of the pitch. One side of the pitch. Not all around the pitch. One side. He doesn't even need to go, Hank. One side of the pitch. He's getting you a striker's rate. He's getting you more than Michael Owen. He's getting you more than Wayne Rooney. He's getting you more than Robbie Fowler's, Andy Coles. These type of players that are goal hangers. Apart from Rooney, of course. He's giving you he's giving you a goal stats of the strikers that I've just mentioned and more. But for some reason, people don't want to hear that. They just want to hear who's better than Salah. In the Premier League era, in my opinion, Thierry Henry and Salah after that. That is it. That is it for what he does as a footballer. Madness, man. If you talk about the quality of player, touches and all that stuff, of course you're going to give it to Bergkamps and all that. Because that's what they're all about. They're technical players. I'm a technical guy myself, Zola and all these guys. I'm a fan of that kind of football. But don't ever underestimate Salah's contribution to the Premier League since he's been here from day one. The guy has done outstanding stuff. And last season should be enough to, convince you what he's all about. That was one of the greatest individual performances in a season I have ever seen in the Premier League. Who can say, who could prove me wrong? You know what I mean? Who could say it ain't? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's I'm just flabbergasted here. Like, I can't believe we listen to people like this. I honestly can't believe. They don't know football, man. I'm sorry. Like, that is not football knowledge at its best. That is someone that's just a brain of a child. Like I said to you earlier, when I used to hear R9 and Alan Shearer, people telling me Alan Shearer is better than R9. This is what I'm hearing right now. This is the same thing. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Edgar Davids, come on, man. Edgar Davids was technically gifted, but what did he win? Perfect example as a perfect example of a technical ability, no success. Remember his glasses. He's won something, bro. He's won league titles, as far as I'm aware, and he's won the Champions League with Ajax. He was part of that young Ajax team in 1996, I believe, that won the Champions League with Patrick Kluivert, I think, scoring the winning goal. So yeah, he has won stuff. To be fair, mate. If you go back, I think at Barcelona he might have won a few things as well. Yeah, Edgar Davids won some stuff, man. Don't underestimate his, what he's won as a player as well. Davids won 3 Italian league. There you go, titles. Don't forget he was at Juventus. Then I think he went to maybe Milan, but I think he went to Barcelona and then Milan and Tottenham, something like that. Davids won 3 league titles and Champions League. What do you mean he won nothing? There you go, brother. In the Prem, he's come with Tottenham. Copfather, what are you gonna win? What are you gonna win with Tottenham? What are you gonna win with Tottenham, bro? What are you gonna win with Tottenham? Nothing. There's no point talking about Tottenham. They don't win anything. They're rubbish. Tottenham is just the bridesmaids every single time. They're just rubbish. They won the Europa League last season. Who cares? Nobody cares, man. Mahrez is better on the eye. tests than Salah, but he's not better than him overall. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Napoli want Chiesa. I heard about that today. Well, we're gonna see now when Salah goes to the AFCON next month. If he's gonna start playing, we'll have to wait and see, my guy. I mean, if he doesn't, then he's gonna probably go in Jan. I remember when we signed Yuri Litmanen under Houllier. He was a quality player. Just shame we signed him towards the end of his career rather than in his prime. Yeah, it was sad because I was a big Litmanen fan. He was part of the Ajax team that actually won the Champions League, by the way. Kopfava. He was with Edgar Davids, Seedorf, Kluivert, Blind, Danny Blind, Rijkaard, Reiziger. There were so many players they had. I swear to God, the Ajax team was amazing. I think Overmars, Overmars was in that team as well. Remember Overmars? Remember Overmars, guys? The player that used to play for Arsenal, who scored the winning goal. I think he scored the winning goal to win the Premier League, and in Arsene Wenger's, I don't know if his first title, maybe his second or something. Old Trafford, he scored both-footed. You know what I mean? Then I think then he left to join Barcelona, I believe. Yeah. Big up, man. Big up, Dragon Wolf. Haven't seen you for a bit. I hope you're okay, my guy. I hope you're okay. So let's get back. Let's see these outlandish statements from these guys who know football. They know football. They know a lot of football we don't know.
Despite the fact Salah would get more output.
Yeah, that's me. That's me too. That's me as well. I'm on that wave too. Yeah, but you're a Liverpool fan, and you're gonna obviously stop.
Okay, so you're a Liverpool fan, right? So you're gonna pick Salah, right? Okay, cool. Riyad Mahrez won the league at Leicester. Riyad Mahrez won multiple trophies at Man City, including the treble. Right? Riyad Mahrez then goes to Saudi, wins the Asian version of the Champions League. This season, he's already won a trophy. Not only that. Oh, he's also won an AFCON. Riyad Mahrez is one of the best players I've ever seen in my life. Mohamed Salah is a scrub. I've never rated him. I never will. He's trash.
That's your opinion.
That's where you're going too far for me.
I've seen the best.
Mohamed Salah has broken records.
He's called the man scrub, and then he said Dennis Bergkamp is in the top 3 greatest players he's ever seen. You know what I mean? Like, says a lot about some guy. I mean, he didn't even mention Thierry Henry. I mean, this is the guy that was drooling over Aubameyang the other day when Troops was doing his charity stream. Please go and donate to the Jamaica, of course, charity. Yeah, it's weird. Absolutely weird, man. You know, there's people that brainwash you on YouTube. He's one of them, man. He's a brainwasher, guys. I swear to God, man. He's a brainwasher. He wants you to believe Salah is a scrub. He's desperate for you to believe that. And he's willing to do everything to make you believe that. He always mentions Salah. Why are you so fascinated with Salah? Why is it always Salah you mention, bro? Like, why don't you ever give the guy credit? Especially last season when he did one of the greatest individual seasons as an individual player. Why don't you ever talk about that? Crazy. Guys, get in the comments, man. Come on. Let's continue. You want me to leave already? You guys are the ones who drive me here. So, yeah, say what you want.
After record.
We cannot.
I'm saying, is it scrub then? You saw
Mohamed Salah's rubbish.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Respectfully, how old are you?
Boring. This is boring.
No, because I'm going to bounce. So respectfully, how old are you as a Liverpool fan?
Go on. That doesn't have to do.
No, it does because it has a lot to do with it. How old are you, respectfully?
Oh, you lot dropping?
Because I'm 43.
I'm 21. Yeah.
You're 21.
Same way.
Okay, no, that's fair. I'm not trying to little bro you and mug you off. Yeah, I'm not that guy. Right? Well, take it how you want. Pause. Right? But I'm not trying to do that. I've seen Ryan Giggs play. He's nowhere near Salah. I've seen King Clancy play. Nowhere near Salah. In fact, forget him because he went a winger. Yeah, I've seen Kanchelskis play football.
Oh, he woke up there. Guys, he woke up about, that bit. He woke up about, he's not in the same position, but he's willing to give Joe Cole and all these other guys more compliments than give it to Salah. Strange, you know what I mean? Yeah, but let him continue. Let him bury himself.
He's better than Mohamed Salah. Joe Cole's better than Mohamed Salah.
There you go. He just said about,
nowhere.
He said about King Clancy not playing in the same position as Salah. Now he talks about Joe Cole. He's better than Salah. They don't play in the same position again. So let him continue. Let's listen some more.
Yeah, Salah. In fact, forget him because he went a winger.
Completely.
Yeah, I've seen Kanchelskis play football. He's better than Mohamed Salah.
Bullshit. There's no point. Kanchelskis was just a quick winger who had the right foot and gets past players. That is it. There was no technical ability. There was no, dominance, if you know what I mean. Like Salah dominates games, if you know what I mean. Like he dominates season in, season out. They had Giggs on one side. They had Kanchelskis on one side. Kanchelskis was the one before David Beckham. Then David Beckham took over after that. Kanchelskis was a Russian international, if you guys don't know. Quick winger, nice to watch, on the eye. Other than that, he wasn't a great player. He was average at best. That's what I'll put him. That's what I'll put Kanchelskis. You know what I mean? I remember he did one football trick once. He stood on the ball with both feet and did that. That's the only thing he's got claim to fame. But then he won the Premier League with Man United at the same time as well. But yeah, if he's saying Kanchelskis is a better player than Salah, then this guy is full of shit. You know what I mean? So, but let him continue. He talked about Joe Cole, saying Joe Cole is a better player than Salah, and he mentioned Georgie Kanklatse. You can't mention him because Georgie Kanklatse played in a different position. I could have sworn Joe Cole was a number 10 and he was on a winger. You know what I mean? But I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about football. You know what I mean? Let these people know about football more than me. I just know a little, teeny, really bit. But let him continue. Let him still bury himself. Let me get to the comments before I go on. Big up. Oh, but is in the house. Lee Gunner had a therapy session with Terry on Troops charity stream. Yeah, he needed it, man, from what I saw. They were talking about arguing for hours. Yeah, like little girls, aren't they? The results are what matters most, 100%. Lee Gunner is full of shit, John Conway says. And John Conway doesn't really say that about any streamers. He's a big supporter of people that do good streams. So if John Conway says he's full of shite, that means it's real. The shit is getting real, my brothers and sisters. Let's go back. Hey, this is for you, John Conway.
Give me a hell yeah. I said, give me a hell yeah.
That's for you, John. Every time, all day, every day.
Joe Cole's better than Mohamed Salah. Bro, I could name Eden Hazard better than Alexis Sanchez.
You see, they don't play in the same position, he said earlier. But now he's going back. Oh, this guy is better. He's adamant. He has to get it out there. He has to, give you that hope that everybody is better than Salah, if you know what I mean.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
He's giving it, man. He's doing everything to make you hate Salah. So let him continue with it. So 1 minute he's saying those players don't play in the same position. Next minute he's saying it's okay. The guy's confused, man. The guy is on something. I don't know what it is, but he's on something. Let's continue. Let him still bury himself.
Salah's crap. That's the
He's
difference.
rubbish.
Those players are better than Salah. You can't say he's
No, but
crap.
these people go off of GA. Does anybody know Zidane's GA? Nobody cared, bro. We knew he was a baller.
There we go. Who said that about the Zidane GA people? Who used to say that a lot? All of a sudden, what Fozi says around when he's defending certain stats and all that stuff they come out with, Fozi mentions Zidane's stats, and nobody messes with me after that. But somebody's mentioning it right now. Wow. Did he watch Josh Bones' show when we was on it? Maybe he watched it and then he saw me saying that. You never know, man. You never know, if you know what I mean. Fozi doesn't know football. Remember that, guys. Fozi does not know football. Let's get back. He's mentioning Zidane like I did many times. Ooh. And Anton did as well. My brethren, Anton.
Yeah, but Salah's whole game is to get you your goals and assists.
It's not just. I agree. It's not just
One
about
game.
Sorry,
Bro, I've seen Michael Owen, be the closest thing at that time to R9.
Oh, wow. This is Lee Gunner right now, guys. He's done. Rest in peace. Did he just mention Michael Owen in the same breath as R9? Oh my God. I'm a Liverpool fan, and I was a fan of Michael Owen back then, and I wouldn't even say that. There is no one that can be compared to R9. There's nobody in history of football. Forget about now, forget about yesterday, forget about whatever. There is no one in history of football that you can compare R9 with, because there ain't no other R9. There's only one. That guy was incredible. That guy was built in a lab. In a lab. That's where he was built. He wasn't human. Something was not right with that guy. That guy's footballing ability was so much out of this world, nobody could catch it. So much so, his knee couldn't catch up. His knees couldn't catch up because his knees left him. So I don't know why you even mentioning Michael Owen and R9 in the same breath. I don't know. And I'm a Liverpool fan, by the way. And I've seen Owen from his debut. And I watched him in the youth when he was coming through and everybody was talking about him. Guys, man, I'm done with these guys. Like, come on, man. Let's be honest here. Like, I don't know what you're watching, man. I heard Lee Gunner lost subscribers after the Troops charity stream. There were people in the live stream who said they were unsubscribing from Lee Gunner. I don't condone that. It's up to the people what they want to do. But yeah, man, the guy mentioned R9 and Michael Owen in the same breath. Like, we've got to be serious here, man. Like, is this serious football we're talking here? Is this serious, guys? Like, is this crap serious? Okay, so why don't they have his numbers? Crickets. There you go. True, crickets. Of course, man. Crickets. Of course, crickets. Let me give you the crickets if you want it. There you go. Lee Gunner turned off his subscribers after his banter. So, after his behavior and things he was saying on that stream, he's wild, guys. Absolutely wild, man. I think people are finally woken up and realized it's not what it seems, if you know what I mean. I think that's what people have finally realized. But let's get back.
And I've seen both of their whole careers.
Yeah, did Liverpool win the league last season, Lee, with us?
I've seen.
No.
Yeah, they probably do. They probably do.
No, they
He
don't.
scored and assisted over 57% of their goals.
Okay, cool. Did Barca win it without Rafinha then? Because he got 60 GA.
I don't
Probably
know.
not. We're not calling Rafinha crap.
Wait 1 second. So Alan
I don't
Shearer,
count
right?
GA. Nobody cares about your GA. Are you a good player? Yeah, no, bollocks.
So Alan Shearer, who was a fantastic finisher, right? But that was mostly what he was.
He was a decent footballer, by the way.
Right, exactly. But he wasn't a great footballer, right? You wouldn't say he was.
No, he was a very good footballer, and in this era, he'd smash it.
But exactly, but he wasn't. So Alan Shearer, who was a fantastic finisher, right? But that was mostly what he was.
He was a decent footballer, by the way.
Right, exactly. But he wasn't a great footballer, right? You wouldn't say he was.
No, he was a very good footballer, and in this era, he'd smash it.
But he wasn't the most technical football playing.
Oh, yes, he was. You know, when we won the league at White Hart Lane, do you know they played Chelsea just before that? And he slapped a 30-yard volley.
I remember the volley. I remember the volley.
What, is that not tech?
No. But but Salah slapped fucking volleys from outside the box as well. Like, you're making the same.
Against Chelsea as well, by the way. I remember that goal, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about strange, isn't it? Yeah, he needs a taxi, man. He needs a taxi plus, you know, an ambulance after that, you know what I mean? He needs something, man. To be fair, it's not all about numbers, because if we're doing that, then Lampard is better than Gerrard. But who said that, bro? He's comparing players that don't play in the same position as Salah to Salah. That's what I'm saying here, my guy. Are we awake here, my friend? He's comparing Danny Welbeck to Salah, my brother. That's what we're talking about here, my guy. Like, that's what we're talking about here. My guy, that's what we're talking about here. He's comparing Joe Cole to Salah that don't play in the same position, but he talked about King Klatze that plays in the same position as Joe Cole, not to compare with Salah. Make sense there. Like anyone is better than Salah. Anyone that you can think of that can kick a ball and do kick-ups is better than Salah, according to him, my guy. That's how I'm seeing it when I'm watching him. It's weird. It's very cringe, man. And I worry about him as well. If he's thinking like that. Like I said to you, he reminds me of those kids back in the day that will say anyone's better than R9. Anyone. Alan Shearer, Andy Cole, Teddy Sheringham. They'll say that. I remember those kids that were saying that back in the day, but this guy's 43 years old. He's not a kid, but he's saying things like that. It's weird.
Comparison there. I'm just saying to you. If we go down your routes of just saying players who, because they can score goals but don't have the Ronaldo sort of technique, then there's gonna be loads of players who we think are Christian Vieri.
Christian Vieri would be the best striker in the world right now.
No, Christian Vieri, great footballer, wasn't a great striker, not the best football player you'd
yes,
ever
he
see.
was.
David Trezeguet, another great goal scorer, wasn't a great
Trezeguet was shit. I
Oh
hate
my days.
I'd
What's
never
he
rate
doing here?
Bro, Lee, the thing is that me and you grew up in the same era. We both watched the same football. I remember this. Trezeguet was a
So you've watched
scorer.
the Italian league in
Bro,
the
I
90s.
used to
And
watch
you don't
the-
rate
Channel 4,
Trezeguet.
man. Channel 4, innit?
I said he was a great goal scorer, and I said he wasn't a great footballer in comparison. If we're talking about if we're going down the route of what you're doing, we would look at all these players and say they're not that great because they were mostly finishers at the time.
Yeah, this guy needs to go to sleep. Technically, Trezeguet was a better player than most. He wasn't just an out-and-out striker. He was technically gifted as well. Trezeguet, for a tall guy, to be fair. So that's gonna go out the window with Trezeguet. I disagree with him with that one.
But actually, putting the ball in the back of the net is actually also a skill. Salah is effective, right? Wherever you
As for Alan Shearer being technical player, I don't. When I look at technical players, I look at the Bergkamp, Zolas, Baggios, and etc. That's what technical is for me. But Alan Shearer, as a technical player, no, he's an out-and-out goal scorer. He can shoot from outside the box because of his power. That's about it. But if you're talking about like through balls, eye of a needle pass and getting crosses in, in a way of like Suarez used to, remember back in the day, guys, Suarez used to whip that ball to the far post, Sturridge, and things like that. That's technical. Alan Shearer is more of a goal scorer than a technical player, if you know what I mean. So there are two different things here. Baggio, technical. Shearer, not technical. He's all right. He could do a bit of it, not a lot of it though.
you like the way he plays football or not. And listen, I think he plays ugly. I think like the ball bounces off him and bounces off
Rubbish,
players.
exactly. It's
But
rubbish.
but the fact of the matter is this: he still gets into position and still puts the ball in the back of the net, and that's what you want from your player.
Yeah, but
Because-
you guys have got
Okay,
points. You
so
haven't got
Let
points.
me ask this. Let me ask you this.
Wait,
Then,
wait,
yeah?
wait,
Do you rate Jack Grealish?
Let me just finish one
I do.
point. Because when we had Alexander Kleb, right? Fantastic
Kleb.
football player. But I used to be so frustrated because he gets in front of the goal and he could not hit the back of the net. And I'm sorry, as great as Kleb was as a football player, that was so frustrating. So in the end, you still need someone who can take the ball and just say, you know what? There's the net, put it into the back of it. Simple as. And that's what Salah's fantastic. And
Yeah,
has
but the
been
difference
for a
is,
very long time.
if you go back to our era, I would say the top 10 in those era, no one gets in from this current Premier League batch. Nah, Stan Collymore is one of the best strikers I've ever seen, ever.
Tell them-
Not only could he
Tell them.
score goals, he could dribble, he could take it from his own goal line to the other side, score it, both footed. One of the best strikers I've ever seen. He would be the best striker in the Premier
Michael
League.
Owen. Michael Owen.
Yeah, Stan Collymore at his time was one of the best, but he chose the demons over football, if you know what I mean. He has outside issues of football, which, eventually killed his footballing career. And that's why Stan Collymore ain't talked about like the goats of the Premier League, if you know what I mean. He had everything. He had pace, power, dribbling skills, both footed, like he said. But the outside influences destroyed his career as a Premier League player and Liverpool player, of course. He used to come to training once a week because he still lived in Nottingham or closer to there. So this is the attitude that he had. He was very arrogant as a footballer. But if he wasn't as arrogant, maybe he could have been the greatest striker in the Premier League history because he had that tech about him to be that. But yeah, it is what it is. He chose the outside influences, which filtered down to his footballing career and eventually ruined it. If you know what I mean, he hasn't been the same even when he's left Liverpool to Aston Villa or something like that, I believe. Yeah, just couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't do what he used to do anymore. But yeah, if you just concentrate on football and always think about football and want to be the best at football, you've got more of a chance of becoming one of the best players that ever existed. But you know, unfortunately, in the modern day, it's all about money. So when money filters in, that's the most important thing to them. When they sleep, they think about money. They dream about money, and when they wake up, they still think about money. So this is the modern day stuff, unfortunately, guys. But it is what it is. I don't want to be speaking about Stan Collymore because he let me down. I mean, him and Robbie Fowler were amazing as a partnership, but he chose the outside influences to destroy his footballing career. He could have been.
Yeah, if he hadn't
he
have
was
done his
dumb.
hamstring, if he hadn't have done his hamstring, we wouldn't be talking about Alan Shearer.
If Abu
Yeah.
Diaby didn't have glass
Thank you,
ankles,
he'd be better than Vieira.
yeah, you know what I like.
He was
to-
unreal. And this is the
Ledley
thing,
King
yeah.
was fit, but guess what?
I rate players based on ability, on the basic fundamentals of football. I don't care about your
Go
output.
score the basic fundamentals of football.
Get out of
Okay,
here,
cool.
man.
Do you rate me
You
then?
can't say
Do you
Salah.
rate me? Do you rate me then?
Isn't passing the ball, isn't goal scoring, isn't all this? I agree, all that. I agree. Technical ability is part of the game as well.
No, it's the basic fundamental of the game.
I never said
No,
it's part of the game.
Which is why Spain slap everyone. Because
Bro,
they'll
Anyway,
box
Lee,
off
are you
the
winning
park.
the league?
You see Real Madrid
Winning the
the other
league.
day, man, Spain slapped
bro.
everyone.
Okay. Stop right there, my guy. Stop right there. Who is the greatest team in your lifetime? You're 21, yeah? Who is the greatest team you've seen in your lifetime? What country are they from? You're going to say Pep Barca, yeah?
You're gonna say Barcelona.
You got a PSG shirt hanging up behind you.
You won the argument. You won the argument.
Yeah.
Wait,
So who's the best team you've ever seen in your life? Pep's Barca. Well, let me tell you something now. Enrique's Barca was better.
the one
Yeah.
but Lee, so what do you
Factually, Enrique's Barca was better.
what do you think of Adel Taarabt then?
Adults are wrapped all the talent in the world, waste it.
Is he better than Salah?
Exactly.
Waste it. Same
So
as
he's
Eden
better-
Hazard. Eden Hazard could have been the best player in the world.
Did you guys just say that Enrique's Barca was better than Pep's Barca? Wow. Is it the stats again? Is this what we're talking about, or the way they played as a team? Oh, let it continue. I told you, Lee Gunner is like those kids that used to tell me Alan Shearer is better than R9. R9, and not only that, R9 at his best at the time as well, 97, 98. I'm sure he won the Ballon d'Or by that time as well. So very strange. But yeah, people want to listen to this crap. It's up to you, man. I ain't here to try to get you away from that. If you want to listen to this and you believe in it and then you want to use it, go for it. I hear it, but people do that with Gerrard, with other players. I've heard the same argument when it comes to Gerrard. Listen, I know what we've seen. I know I've seen Gerrard since he made his debut. I knew Gerrard when he was in the youth system, so I already knew what kind of a player he was about to be from early years, and he became better than what I expected. To be fair, and when people talk about Gerrard and they talk about Lampard and Scholes had more trophies than Gerrard in regards to major trophies, but still people vote Gerrard over them. If you know what I mean. So it shows what kind of a player he is what you bring as a footballer that's important. Sometimes, trophies are not as important, but it's about the all-round ability of a player. That's how I see it. I'm not a stats guy. I never said I'm a stats guy. I talked about Salah, and I said what he did on the right wing since he's been here from day one is extraordinary. Nobody's ever done that. It's like, when you vote the greatest players of all time, why are they the greatest players of all time? Because they did something other players couldn't do. That's why you vote them as the greatest players. Salah has done the same thing, but he isn't getting the respect that he deserves. As I said in the beginning of the stream, if he plays for Man United, if he plays for Chelsea, if he played for Arsenal, if he played for Man City, and he did the same numbers, same thing at Liverpool, same thing he's doing at Liverpool at those clubs, I can guarantee you he'll be voted probably the top 2 in the Premier League history. 100%. No doubt about that. But he still is, in my opinion, right now. But that's how I see it. If he was at those clubs, it's because every Liverpool player that plays for Liverpool they never put them up there. know what I mean? Kenny Dalglish is better than Thierry Henry, in my opinion, if you ask me out of the two. But they're not the same. They don't play in the same position. You know what I mean? So there you go. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's kind of strange. I find it all weird, like the way they talk about football. As I've said many times, and I'll say it again, Salah has done extraordinary things that no other Premier League player has ever done from that right wing, and he should be respected for that. But he's not getting the respect he deserves.
So
When Messi was playing and he didn't want it because he drinks too much of that.
So technique, right, as great as it, unfortunately, if it doesn't translate into being effective, is useless. And this is
Okay.
why we'll go back to the
I
Salah.
hear it. I agree.
Go back to the
That's
Salah
why Messi's the
argument.
best player in football. That's
We
why
go back
I'm
to the
saying
Salah
he's the best
argument.
football.
I agree.
Salah has maximized whatever talent he had.
Yeah,
Right?
and
And we
guess
cannot
what?
argue again.
Because football is in the fucking mud.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
basically,
it is.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
this.
it is.
Well, you're telling me you enjoy watching the Premier League.
No, I'm saying that he started doing this during the time
I said
of the
this season I
dominant
am.
Man City team. He didn't just
I-
do
Go
it.
back, going back to the long ball, man. Give me that shit.
It's not just
Bro,
not just
real
because
talk,
of that.
respectfully, yeah. You've watched the Premier League. You said you're about my age, yeah.
I'm going 40 year.
Okay, cool. So you're roughly my age. So we've grown up in the same era.
Mhm.
You're telling me what you're watching in this Premier League, yeah, is good football, bro. You could get a gig in this era, so could I.
No,
And anyone in this chat that has a child, yeah, that is into football, make sure they can run 15 kilometers. If they're 6 foot, that's great, and they can pass 5 yards. Guaranteed they get a gig. Look at Jude Bellingham, another scrub.
I agree with him on that one. I think in the modern day football, we've gone away from the proper footballers to athletes, unfortunately, and that's what it's all about. As long as you could pass the ball 5 yards, you'll make it. It's like in my era, majority of the modern day players wouldn't make it because they haven't got that technical ability. They haven't got that, hunger as a footballer. If you know what I mean, you need to have that hunger to be a footballer back in the day, and I don't think in the modern day they have that. I think when I look at football in the modern day, footballers that make it now is more, the same as the ones that couldn't make it back in the day. That's what it is. You had to do special things for you to be a professional footballer when I was growing up. But these days, I think anyone, as long as, like Lee said, you could pass 5 yards, you can make it, man. I mean, and it's if Darwin Núñez, the way he performs, can make it as a footballer, that means anybody can. The way he performed at Liverpool, I'm talking about. Can't control the ball, can't do 2 yards passes, but still gets a lot of money and is a footballer, if you know what I mean. So that's what it is. That's what it is in the modern day football. I don't really, it's not for me, you know what I mean? I got to be real. Like, we're going to games nowadays and watching throw-ins and corners to get goals from. That says a lot. Where's the talent, man? Where's the technical side of football when you could get goals from outside the box with rockets in the top corner? Where's the 1-2s, pass and move and get into the box and score? Where is the art of the slide tackles when you get a bit of, mud on your shorts? Players come off the pitch nowadays. There's no mud on their shorts. There's no mud on their shirts. You know what I mean? There's nothing. Their headband is more important. It's crazy, man. Big up Malcolm, man. I hope you're okay, my bro. Enrique Barca wasn't better, but they had MSN a better front three. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, I agree. Let's be honest here. It's because he is from Egypt and they don't do well internationally. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. It's true. But if you play for Egypt, Father, and you haven't got players as talented as you or close to you, what do you expect, man? One guy can't do all the job. I mean, one guy can't do all the jobs. He can't start from the front, scoring goals, coming into midfield, and going at the back of the defender at the same time. The other players have to pull their weight, and they haven't got players like that. I mean, it's the players around you. Sometimes you need to help you out as a footballer, and he hasn't got that. Barovian, what are you saying? Question for the who do you think is the most underrated or underappreciated player in your time supporting Liverpool? If you're talking about Liverpool, Mane. I think Mane is one of the guys who was underappreciated because what he did for Liverpool when he walked through the door, he's done as much as everybody else that came after him. If you know what I mean, he was the first guy we signed that changed Liverpool when he walked in through the door. Think about it this way: we was at the Champions League, we wasn't like qualifying, we wasn't very good enough to be in the Champions League. He came in his first season, played on the right-hand side, dominated everybody, got us back into the Champions League, made it into the Premier League team of the season. I'm sure he did. I swear he did. And then, he got shafted to the left-hand side because of Salah's arrival, and still did the business on the left side. Now he's gone. You can see the big gap at the left side of Liverpool's team, and nobody talks about it, if you know what I mean. So Mane, I think, is the most underappreciated, underrated player in the history of Liverpool Football Club. Forgetting he was the first one that arrived before Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Alisson, and everybody else. It was because of him we could sign those players that arrived after that, because he got us back in the Champions League. It's the same with Lewandowski, because he's from Poland. Yeah, I don't know how he didn't win the Ballon d'Or that year. I still don't know. The COVID year, I still don't know, man. Big up, Carl, man. We said, Andy, since Trent left the club, Mo Salah performed being a downfall. I don't think it's to do with Trent, bro. I don't even think he played a lot of games last season, to be fair. I think majority were shared around on the right-hand side. He was injured a lot last season as well. And, he was injured against Real Madrid when Bradley had that amazing game versus Mbappe. So, yeah, I don't think it's to do with Trent, bro. I just think this head coach, the way he approached the season disrespectfully, it's why we are where we are. And that's how I see it, bro. Because if you get into a Premier League, especially when you manage in the Premier League, you got to look at every team, with respect. Analyze them before you face them, or analyze them in the summer. Have those analytic team to go and watch them and see what our opponents are. Respect them, innit? And then when we face them, at least we'll be ready when the games are on. But he hasn't done that enough, in my opinion. That's why we're struggling, because every team has respected us and studied us as a football club, but we haven't done it the other way around. It looks to me, when we're playing football, 11 men on the pitch, just 11 individuals on the pitch, that they have to do what they do. That's it, really. There's no structure. There's no, team ethic. There's nothing like that at our football club at the moment, because of our head coach not respecting other teams. Yeah, but I don't think it's Trent. Hell no. Nah. Trent can't even defend. You know what I mean? The goals were coming from his side every single time. So even if he was here, we will still concede goals. And don't forget, he was here when we won the Premier League in the first stint and after that. So it's just similar, those seasons. But that season, you had a great excuse, because majority of our centre backs were injured throughout the season, and we got Kabak and Davis. I don't know, man. Well, we got those two, but that's who we started getting into the football club, hoping like they could get us back up there, but it didn't work out. We had to revert to Nat Phillips and Williams to be our centre backs, and it works out. In the last 10 games, I think we won 10 out of 10, and instead of finishing fourth, like everybody expected, we finished third. But if they started in the beginning, maybe we could have won our second league title back to back. Never know, innit? Never know. Thank you very much. I know the people applauding me is key for me.
Bro, listen, when we were watching commentary with bloody Jill and Joachim and all them players, they weren't that great, man. Come on, let's not do this thing of romanticizing what the past was.
Well, you're telling me, bro, the 90s, every team had a baller, am I right?
Most teams had one.
Tell me you enjoyed watching old school Charlton.
I did. Are you telling me?
They had Clive Mendonca.
You're telling me you didn't enjoy watching Darren Huckabee at Norwich?
Darren Huckabee, that's the name.
Yeah, you're telling me, you didn't like watching Peter Unlove at Coventry.
Coventry. Listen,
by the way, just to educate any Liverpool fans in the chat, yeah, Peter Unlove is the first player, in the Premier League era for an away team to score a hat-trick at Anfield. Yeah, he played for Commentary.
They had Strachan then, didn't they? And
Strachan, bro, you're telling me you didn't enjoy watching Newcastle? Dion Dublin. I'm Beardsley and them, man. Solano.
Yeah, but
David Shinoda at Tottenham and Newcastle.
The reason why we enjoyed it. The reason why we enjoyed it.
Exactly.
We grew up during that time.
And you
reason
think
why I
this
enjoyed
era is the most what's it called competitive? It's
No, it
been
ain't.
how long? Okay.
Okay,
No,
let me
it's
ask
not,
you-
man.
let me ask-
Blackburn,
let me
the year
ask-
Blackburn won it, it
What?
went Blackburn for Man U Forest. That was the
Okay,
top
and guess
three.
what? How many points did Blackburn get that season? 89. That was
Yeah.
94. That was in 94, yeah? They got 89. Oh, but Arsenal were amazing. They got 89 points, one less than the Invincibles. Nobody cares. The next season, yeah, Chelsea fucking pissed the title and we got 95 points. Yeah? And our fans are out here waffling, yeah, every single week about, oh, we're going to beat Chelsea's record. You motherfuckers ain't seen Chelsea defence back then because you weren't watching it. That defence was goated. They had Arjen Robben, Didier Drogba doing Mazza every week.
Lee, who held the record before Chelsea?
Arsenal.
There you go.
Yeah, see, I don't mind. Bro, come on. Yeah, real talk.
So
Yeah?
all you people, Arsenal had 16 goals before Chelsea 15.
Who was the manager? Tell him the manager. Please tell him the manager.
Wait, was it
Tell him
George?
the manager.
The
Thank
wonderful
you.
George.
Yeah, guess what? Everyone talks about Arsene Wenger invincible. Yeah, Tony Adams had a drunk drive and smashed a car up. Yeah, and gone jail. Yeah, and 3 of that back 4 that day were out injured or in jail. We played Chelsea at the Bridge and we lost 2-1. It would have been George Graham in 91, invincible. Yeah, however, it never happened. Yeah, cool. But guess what? You see, 91, 89, we won the league at Anfield. They were the best team in the world, comfortably. You couldn't score a goal against them. We had to score 2, and we were the only team ever to win the league on goals scored. Factually. Yeah, factually. Right? And we had to go there, and at half time it was 0-0. We had to win by 2 goals. We beat them 2-0. Then we sold Michael Thomas to Liverpool. Crazy. Yeah. However, yeah, guess who was the top scorer in 91? Alan Smith, not the one that played for Man U and Leeds. Alan Smith. He done back-to-back golden boots. Over 20 goals. Yeah. People don't realize how good football was back then. And I get that. Some people, you can't help when you're born. I'm lucky enough, touch wood, that my dad's still alive and he's 67. I say to him, who is the greatest player to ever play football? Bear in mind, it's seen George Best, Eusebio, all these players, Maradona. He says Zinedine Zidane. Do you know the reason he stopped watching football? Because when Zinedine Zidane went from Juve to Real Madrid for 50 M's, football's dusted, mate.
Yep.
Yeah. But he still claims to this day, Zidane is the greatest player.
Your dad knows his footballers, bro.
Yeah,
Zidane's
I've
the
seen
greatest.
George Best play for Dunstable Town. He lived around the corner.
So
Yeah, Barry Fry as manager.
So my question
Zidane
is,
was untouchable.
so my question is, Lee, are you in the league?
No,
Yes.
Who's winning it?
Man City.
We're winning it.
Hey, listen, I've had a bottle of 2004 Cristal, yeah, sat in my basket, yeah, since we were top of the league before the Qatar World Cup. And now that's doubled in price, by the way.
We're winning it.
Literally, it's doubled in price. It was 500 euros. It's now 960.
I got shoot.
Really double. Yeah,
We are winning it.
Bless up.
We're winning it.
Don't worry.
They do what, don't they? I'm watching Scotland and Denmark, guys, just to let you know. That's why I'm changing my screen. I want to watch this game with you guys, just to prolong the stream. I'm free like a bird. You know what I mean? So I'm all good in the hood, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe, as they always say. And we'll watch anything. I'll try to bring up some more stuff we could watch together as well. But yeah, it's very interesting. Scotland versus Denmark. Very interesting game. It's going to start right now. There we go. Started. Yeah, I'll bring it for you guys. 1 second. I just need to change the screen. I don't know what's happened to the football screen. It hasn't come on. Can't believe it. It'll be here very soon. Let me just change it up a bit. Yeah, it looks like a good game. Scotland versus Denmark. Coverage of Hampden Park. What their World Cup qualifying campaign. Okay. I don't know nothing about this stuff, guys, but I'm going to watch it because I love football. You know what I mean? Andy Robertson is playing for Scotland as well. Why not, my people? Why not while I'm here? Watch something, innit? Steve Clark as well, ex-Liverpool assistant manager to Mr. King Kenny Dalglish. Yes. I don't know where my footballing bit is gone on here. I used to have it, but it disappeared. Let me bring it back. There we go. It's at Hampden Park, by the way, guys. If you don't know, it's at Hampden Park. Hopefully it will come up very soon. There we go. Hopefully it's there. No. Okay. Get it back on here. I made a mistake. It's always annoying when you get the wrong one on there. Still the right one. So Scotland is attacking. Going forward. Robertson on the left-hand side. Looks like he's playing as a left-back tonight. Hopefully he won't be tired. We need him in the Premier League. Over the weekend, and I guess Nottingham Forest. Oi. There we go. Should be arriving now. Here we go. Should be okay now. There you go. Get the scoreboard up. Where's the scoreboard? The hell? No. There you go. What the hell is going on there? It's not something. Scotland. Scott. There you go. Should be all right. First team. There you go. The black dot. Denmark. DEN. Sure it's like that yet? Don't want to say Scott. Skull. It's called Skull. There we go. So yeah, there's a bit of waffle in there, isn't it, guys? The disrespect for Salah is huge. Very, very big. If you know what I mean. It will never end. It will never end, guys. Even when he retires. Oh, Scotland have scored! Scotland have scored! McTominay!
He done it! He done it! He done it!
So Scott McTominay has scored, guys, for Scotland, number 4. So what happened was they had it in the right wing. Denmark tried to clear it. It got intercepted. This, I think it was Doak. Overhead kick. Wow! Shit! He done an overhead kick, guys. What a goal! Right hand side of the bottom of the goalkeeper. Right hand side in the bottom side netting. Wow! McTominay. Get in there, son. You don't play for Man United anymore, so I'm happy. Get in there, McTominay. What a goal by McTominay. Oh my God. Oh, overhead kick at its best. Get out of here. You leave England, you become a better player. Oh my goodness me. What a strike. Woo. Let me change the scoreline here, people. Goodness gracious me. That was beautiful. Yeah, he scored, man. Overhead kick. Overhead kick. Overhead freaking kick, man. Get in there, Scott McTominay. Wow. Who would have thought, man, this kid can do that? Leave Man United, you become a better player. Wow. Fair play, son. Get in there. I'm impressed. I'm absolutely impressed of what I saw there, guys, honestly. Out of this world. That goal. Overhead kick. Like Rooney. Come on, man. Not as good as Rooney one, but similar to it. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me bring the flags up for you. Hopefully I could get them on here. Guys, you love this goal. You need to go and see it wherever it's being played. I'm watching it on BBC Two, by the way. So it's a free, if you're in the UK, free TV, man. So Denmark, is it a penalty by Robertson? Looks like could be a penalty. Yeah, they're looking at the goal again. What a goal. Fair play, son. Listen, Scott McTominay, man, he's not a joke, you know. He's serious, guys. Honestly, the way he's playing this season, goodness gracious me. People are underestimating Italian football, man. The guy is playing football out of this world. My goodness. What a goal. Here's Doak again on the right wing. Doak is killing it, guys. I swear to God. He's the one who crossed the ball, actually, to McTominay. He's taking on the players again. Doak crosses it in. Gets cleared. Yeah, Doak is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Get in there, Doak. It would have been great cover for Salah if we kept him. But, we make mistakes like that all the time. Getting rid of players at the wrong time. What a shame. Yeah, so Scotland are a goal up. McTominay scored a goal. It was an amazing goal, guys. If you missed it, shame on you. Shame on you. I just bumped into it. I didn't even know there was any football on TV. Yeah, man. It's amazing, isn't it? What YouTubers do nowadays. There's a lot of bullshit everywhere, man. A lot of bullshit. And it's sad to see, to be fair, because they should do better. But you're never going to get that. You're always going to get the controversial stuff that, want to, get the clicks in it. Get the clicks going. That's what it's all about for these guys. They're not telling the truth. And, disrespecting Salah as well, the way they did. I didn't like that. I'm not all about that. Respect Salah, man, for what he's done for the Premier League in the last, 9 to 10 years, whatever it was, he was there. Not many people can say that, man. Not many people. Oh, Denmark, Højlund. The goalkeeper saves it. Wow. He tried to nutmeg him, but the goalkeeper read that kick from Højlund. Yeah, I'm just. I'll fix up the flags. Don't worry, people. I'll fix up the flags. I'll put it on there for you. Yeah, there was a goal from Scott McTominay, the former Man United player, guys. If you missed it, I suggest you go and watch it because it was amazing. Overhead kick, guys, like Rooney X. Believe it or not, Rooney X. I liked it. Really, really did. Impressive. So, that's wrong. Wrong. Let me take this off. When you do these flags, guys, you need to do it in a transparent way. If you don't do that, it's goal kick. Scotland were going up again. I like the Scotland team, they got some young, gifted players. Very impressed. Very, very much impressed. Yeah, man. Gotta give them credit. Steve Clark is doing a good job. I'll check the groups in a minute, man. I don't know what the groups are like. I have no idea. Sorry, guys, if you got the chat, I'll be there shortly. I'm fixing the flags at the moment just to make people understand what I'm watching. That's all. As I said, I'm going to do anything nowadays. Whatever I want to do, I can do on the channel now. It's no more like, oh, oops, I can't do, that because it's not a Liverpool thing. It's gone, guys. That's gone. I like it like this. Really do. Chatting to anybody that wants to talk about football, I am here for that. I am here for that. There's a foul to Scotland. McGuinn got fouled. I think is that Fulham defender Anderson, looks like. There's McGuinn. Back to Robertson. Robertson crosses it in. Robertson again. And he kicks it out for a throw-in. So it's a throw-in to Denmark. Throw-in to Denmark. Yeah, guys, don't worry. I'm going to talk about other stuff as well. You could put anything in the chat. It doesn't have to be just the Scotland game. I'm only prolonging the stream just to chat to you guys at the end of the day. If you want to chat about something. So this is what I do when this is basically OBS. I'll teach you guys if you want to do your own channel. Use OBS. It's what I use to, do the scoreboard, do the background and everything else. If you use OBS, it gives you advantage if you're a streamer, guys. I've been using it since 2020, I believe. I don't think I figured it out in 2009 when I first arrived, but I think it's 2020 I've been using it since. I saw the guy from the Man United fan, what's his name? Mark Goldbridge. using a lot of stuff like this back in the day before he became as big as what he was. So I copied him. I had to figure out how to get it up. Pause. How to get all this stuff on the screen and the background. So OBS is the one that you need to use if you want to make your streams, to the quality, to the standards that makes you stand out more. So I suggest you use OBS. So 11 minutes gone. Scott McTominay scored a great overhead kick, crossed in by Ben Doak, by the way, ex-Liverpool player, plays for Bournemouth now, who's giving Denmark a lot of problems down the right wing, by the way. Sometimes he comes in like with the left foot. Sometimes he goes outside with the right foot. He's two-footed. This kid is amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Let me just put it that way. But he's at a club. He was at a club that was never going to give him the opportunity that he needs. And now he's at Bournemouth. I think he'll be all right. There's Robertson. He's gonna take the throw in. Where's Tierney, man? That's another left back. Where is he? He disappeared. Yeah, let me put it up because you guys can't pause. You can't hear that. It's noise cancellation, isn't it, on here? So you can't really hear what's outside me. It's a good game. I like what I'm seeing, to be fair. Watching this type of football, international football on BBC Two, because it reminds me of the old days, isn't it? That's what we used to have back in the day. Like everything on TV is enjoyable because it's free, if you know what I mean. You don't have to pay like £154 a month like we pay for Sky. It's fucking madness, man. Sky is crazy. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, guys, just to let you know, we're going to do a Liverpool stream tomorrow around 1 p.m. You could see me earlier. I could be on Enzo's channel. I could be on my channel in early hours, but tune in to 1 p.m. You're not going to be disappointed. Let me just put it that way. I said to you guys, I'm going to do more interviews with, football fans. So please tune in tomorrow. 1 p.m. I'll be here and you're going to like what you see if you're a Liverpool fan. Let me just put it that way. Where was I in the comments anyway? Where was I? I think it was here. Yeah, somewhere here. Since Trent, yeah, I've seen that one. Doak playing as well. Good to see he's a regular for Scotland. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Question: What was it a bad day at the office against City? Is it that we don't have the fight left in us? I don't think we've got anything left, bro. I got to be real. I mean, I'm not here to bullshit you guys. Like, I've seen a lot of Liverpool fans giving you guys hope, thinking like there's something going to change along the way. Sorry, yeah, I'm not going to give, I don't sit here giving you guys bullshit if you're a Liverpool fan. I'll just tell you the truth. Like, I don't blame the players, majority of the stuff that's happening. I'm a firm believer the head coach, the head of the table, is the biggest issue that we have at the football club at the moment. And I already gave you my part of it when I told you it's to do with the system. It's to do with the arrogance that he came in with the season, thinking because you've won the league by 10 points last season, it'll be as easy as that next season. It's never like that because every team improves and it'll become more difficult as time goes on. And that's what he doesn't know. I don't think Arne Slot has studied the Premier League as he should have. If you know what I mean, you got to pay respect to Denmark almost. You got to pay respect to every team, man, from the bottom all the way to the top. Because anyone in this league beats anyone. It's not a league where the top teams always win on their own and that is it. It don't work like that. You got to fight, man. You got to fight. And when I'm watching us, we got no fight left in us. So if anyone's giving you hope, false hope, on a regular basis, just be careful, man, because you're heading towards a dark, alleyway, and I don't want you to go down. I don't want you to go down that direction. Yeah. It's big. Oh, Hoyland almost got. It's not Hoyland. Sorry, I don't know this guy's name. Number 12 for Denmark. It got blocked off. Yeah, you don't want to be going down that dark route. Just be true to yourself as a cop father. I've always said to people, judge the football for yourself. Don't let me change your mind. Don't let other people change your mind. What do you see as a fan that can be improved on? And what do you see that's our deficiencies? That's what's important here. When I watch Liverpool, they asked me about score prediction before the game. I said 2-1 to Liverpool against Man City because I'm a Liverpool lover. But I said if Arne Slot does the same shit he's been doing recently, we're most probably going to lose that game. And what happened was he went against everything that we worked hard towards with Aston Villa and Man City, and Real Madrid, and then he came out like that against Man City. No respect, thinking you're better than them. We went to the Etihad and they tore us a new one. We deserve to lose. Even if we got an equalizer with a Van Dijk goal, we would still lose because we haven't got the minerals. And once we're in that bad patch, it's very, very hard to get Liverpool out of the bad patch, guys. I swear to you, man. It's very hard. Look at the amount of losses. We lose one game, next minute we're losing, 5 or 6 games straight away after that. So it happened with Klopp as well. I remember at home, we lost to Burnley, I believe, when Barnes scored that penalty, the one who played for Austria eventually. And then all of a sudden, we went on the losing run. Like, we couldn't stop losing at home. 6 in a row or something it was. So yeah, we've got this issue against losing, guys. Like, and it's very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. Yeah, but yeah, as I said, bro, just don't do blind belief. Just be truthful to yourself. Like, just look at the football club. What is the issue? How can we solve it? And then it will come back to the head of the table. He is the issue. It's not just the players. The players probably, you could say 60%. No, sorry, the players you could say probably 20%. And the rest of it is him. It looks like Ben Dirk is struggling, guys. He stretched for something and then he just went down. It looks like he's crying as well, man. That was that was some goal. That fair play. Yeah, amazing goal, Barovian. Amazing goal, bro. Do you think Alisson could be back this weekend if he's fit and available, or is it unfair to drop Mamadashvili? I don't think we're at that stage, Barovian, like of being unfair to anybody. Nobody at that football club, apart from one player, probably or two, can say they merit a first team spot. The rest, even the goalkeeper, who's conceding goals, by the way, can't say they merit a spot, if you know what I mean. So if we want to be serious and get the winning run going again, Alisson has to be in goal. He has to be in goal. We can't pussyfoot around anymore. We've got to be serious here. We lost 5 games in the Premier League in November. Yeah, I mean, so first 11 games, we've lost more games than we won. We won 5, we lost 6. That's too many, man. That is too many, my guy. That's crazy. We don't even get a draw anymore. You know what I mean? We don't even get draws. It's crazy, man. That's the problem I have. The Real Madrid result showed we can play. So what happened at City was unbelievable. You're spot on, bro. It was unbelievable. It looks like Ben Doug is seriously injured, guys. They're bringing on the stretcher. Yeah, I agree with you, Copfather, man. How can you play like that against Real Madrid? But the thing is, what you need to understand as well is, like, if a team plays their football, which is Real Madrid, don't cater for anybody. They've got their own style of football, and that's the way they play. Liverpool can play well against those teams. That's how it is. Is when teams are deep line defending and making it difficult for us, that's when we start struggling. Then again, why did you buy the likes of Foreign Verse, Ekatike, Isak, and etc.? Wasn't it for the reason, like, to open up these deep line defending teams? I mean, so it's all weird, bro. It's all weird. But I'm gonna find out more about the character of this head coach after the international football break, and then we could all judge for ourselves. I honestly think that. But we also beat Villa too, yeah? Villa beat Man City the week before. You know what I mean? It's not an easy game, bro. We actually dominated them in that game, and we showed them, we told them a new one. We showed them who the leaders were. But then again, we go back to the Man City game. and it just clears everything that you see. It clears up everything you see because we're not back. We ain't gonna be back for a long time, you know. As I said, there's 9 winnable games minus the Arsenal one, which is the 10th. Can we go on a run? Can we do something, you know, that we've done in the past? If we go on a run, I'm expecting Arsenal to drop points along the way as well, because they've got Tottenham, they've got Chelsea, etc. in it in their next fixtures. Even Aston Villa, I think I've seen. So they've got difficult games coming up. They already had a difficult one with Sunderland in their last game, which is 0-0. That's when you expect our team to wake up. You know what I mean, they drop points. We got to go to City, you know, to try to win the game. But we didn't. We come out with the attitude. Who cares, man? We've won the Premier League last season. Who cares? Nobody's thinking about 21. 21 can cement your legacy as a footballer at Liverpool. That means you are the one who got that team to 21 above Man United, you know, in history. But you're not even doing that. Oh, they scored. They scored. No, it's offside. It's offside. Hoyland, it looked like. Yeah, Hoyland scored, but it was offside. Offside. So how can I judge a team with no consistency? There ain't no consistency. There will never be consistency as long as this head coach goes in with the attitude of what he's been doing recently, bro. It's just too much of the same. We don't see no changes on the pitch. At what moment do you realize things are not working out as a head coach on the pitch? He does it like 50, 60 minutes. I see it in the first 10 minutes how that game's going to turn out. If we're going to win, if we're going to draw, or if we're going to lose. That's how I normally see it when I watch those games. And I already knew in the first 5 minutes, forget about 10 minutes, that we were going to lose. Go back. I'm sure Copfather, you was here, and I said, it's going to be a long day. Guys, our players are not keeping the ball. They're struggling. They're running into each other. We're all over the place. That's what I said. We're all over the place. And I remember I was talking about Gravenberch. I said, this guy is normally good on the ball. Why is he keep giving the ball away? Like, what's going on here? Here's Scotland down the left. McGuinn crosses it. Hey! Too far. Goalkeeper's hands. Yeah. It's no consistency. There's nothing, man. Yeah, push. I know, Clive, bro. I know. You call that Grav, Konate, and McAllister? Yeah, I did, bro. I did. I said it in the first few minutes of the game. I said, guys, they can't pass the ball together, man. Like, there's no, they don't string anything like together. I don't see us winning this game because you could judge Liverpool straight away what kind of form they're going to be on, and that's something at Liverpool we've got issues with. We're not good at passing to each other, guys. You know, we're not good at, you know, escaping pressure as well. We're poor, man. We're absolutely diabolical. I gotta be real, man. Like, at times it never surprises me with Liverpool, man. How can you have a team like this and you don't have possession dominance? And how can you have a team like this and only have one shot on target in 90 minutes? No wonder why I'm struggling to find words at times. 24 minutes gone already, man. Crazy. Guys, I'll be back in a second, yeah? Stay there. Get I'm back, guys. I'm back. And I remember to put the sand on there. So don't worry. Yeah, I'm not on mute. I am not on mute at all. We are back together. There we go. Let me see the other international football. Scotland. 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 That's how I say it. Scotland. Overview. Oh! They nearly scored Denmark. They nearly scored just now. They just missed the target. They just missed the target. Yeah, I got something for you guys to see while you're watching here. There you go. Should be on there. Let's see if it comes up. There you go. Rasmus Højlund, does this say? Rasmus Højlund. What a shame with that career, innit? At Man United, man. Faded away so quick. What a shame. But it looks like Man United are back to normal, innit, guys? In regards to results and that. Not like winning ways like they used to back in the day, but the results, they look pretty scary at the moment. Scares me, that's for sure. I don't want them to come back. You know, like if they come back to what they were before, we're all in trouble, man. We don't want to see that. I don't want to see a successful Man United. Then again, I'm neutral here, so I can't really argue with it. I've become that channel now, just neutral to things. Don't know what's going on there. Denmark are currently at the edge of the, well, inside the Scotland box. Oh, there we go again. They're coming up. Crossed in. Højlund over the crossbar. Rasmus Højlund, man, he's on fire tonight. He's on fire, guys. He looks like a desperate man. I think that's enough. It's gonna be interesting, isn't it? The World Cup in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. I'm looking forward to that, man. I missed that World Cup when it was, in the at the USA. I wish I was there watching it as well. It looks like a beautiful summer day every single time when the football was on, to be fair. And now you guys are going to experience it next summer, inshallah. I can't wait for it, man. I really can't. Because there's nothing like the USA, like when you see Mexico, 86, USA, 94. I don't think Canada's ever had one. To see all that in one place, like in different countries close to each other, it's going to be amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to it. How many minutes am I on? Yeah, let me push it up. It's like I'm behind on the minutes over here. It's crazy, isn't it? But when I look at it properly, I can see it properly. It's crazy. But on the screen, because I'm delayed a bit, that's why I'm a bit behind. Bitty, 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 bitty. I'll come to the comments in a minute, people. Don't worry. Should be similar now, to be fair. I love the commentary when Scottish people are doing it. Yeah, it's a foul to Scotland. McGuinn again. McGinn? I think it's McGinn, isn't it? That's how you say his name. Should be close together now. It's all right now. You see the actual group. Maybe I could find out more about it. It will clear up a lot of stuff with these guys. Standings, as they say. So basically, it's first versus second. Only 1 point separates them two. Scotland lost 1. Denmark lost 0. Denmark out of 5 won 3. They drew 2. Scotland out of 5 they won 3 and drew 1 and lost 1. So Greece are in this group as well. Simikaz and Belarus are on here as well. They are bottom only with 1 point, but Greece have 6 points. Belarus. It's time to play 4-4-2 and play 2 strikers. I think that's what they're thinking about, Faber. I think Liverpool's going down that route, like having something like that, to be fair, my brother. We'll see, innit? We'll see. I don't want to go down the route of Man United, like 3 at the back, because I don't think we've got players who are capable of playing that. You need players that actually play in that formation on a regular basis in order for you to play at the 3 at the back. And when you do that, I think you take out one of the midfielders. So who's gonna be taken out? Soboslai, McAllister, or Gravenberch? Which one? You've got to take one of them out. So even Gakpo or Salah, everybody's on the threat. Everybody's on the threat, man. Sweden is playing there. Still 0-0 over there. I could see who's down watching that one. Saeed is watching Brazil and Tunisia as well. Let me check that actually, man. I don't even know where it is, to be fair. Forget about it. I don't know where I could watch that. Don't know what channel. Yeah, he's watching Scotland as well. Yeah. He's watching the same one as me. Saeed. I want to get in contact with him, innit? But the thing is, it's hard to get hold of this guy, man. Even for the Somali person, if you know what I mean, it's very hard to get hold of him. He doesn't follow me on Twitter. Oh, there it is. And Instagram either. So I don't know how to get hold of Saeed. I want to do an interview with him as well. Talk about Man United, see how he feels. Oh, Scotland are going forward. He's slow, this number 9. They got tattoos. That's what I'm going to call him, tattoos. Yeah. He looks slow, man. Unless he was hesitating when he was running. Yeah, he was like running backwards. Very strange. Like a turtle. Damsgaard. I see Damsgaard there. Where is bloody Ericsson? Yeah, I still remember that. I think it was that Euros in it with Ericsson when he collapsed. Football, it's crazy sometimes, man. It really hurt me. I think I was doing a watch along. I'm sure I was doing some sort of thing on UFT at the time. I might change UFT to Fozi TV clips eventually if this one goes according to plan. So keep an eye on that one as well. Might change the name to the clips channel. So we could get some small recordings, if you know what I mean, of other people making some outlandish takes. Oh, great tackle by the midfield. Come, McGinn. Sorry, McGinn. What a cross by McGinn. You know, McGinn is underrated, guys. I think he's a good player. The more I look at him, the more I'm starting to like him. Honestly, the McGinn looks quite good. He's got like a brain of a footballer. Like he knows when to pass, when to keep the ball, when to use his strength on the ball. He hardly loses possession as well. And he's a hard-working midfielder. I like him. I really do. He reminds me of the old Scottish players, man. Underrated. Very underrated, man. Holland passes it out wide. Edge of the box. Oh! Who's that? What a shot. The ex-Tottenham player. Southampton. What's his name again? I forgot his name. What a strike. So it's a corner to Denmark. Taken. Cleared. Denmark still got the ball. Ah, poor shot, man. That's poor. I love that shit, man. Can't stand poor shots. Really hate that shit. Yeah, let me see his name. What's his name again? Hobier, innit? Hobier or something like that. Hobier, the ex-Tottenham Southampton captain. That's what it was. Hobier took a shot from the edge of the box, left-hand side of the goalkeeper. Keeper, I think, got a slight hand to it, and he went out for a corner. Very good shot. Very good shot that was. Thank you. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. There's Denmark with the ball at the back. Cleared by the goalkeeper. That's a foul ref, in it. Oh, it says not foul. Okay. Scotland get away with that one. Cleared down the line. Yeah, let's just keep it around. Yeah, 37 minutes gone, guys. So if you missed a goal, let me give you a summary of that. It was Scott McTominay, the Napoli player, Scotland international. Ben Doak crossed it in from the right-hand side. McTominay did an overhead kick like Rooney and managed to score a goal. That's how the 1-0 came about. It was the first few minutes of the game. Ben Doak since then has been stretched out. It looks like a serious injury. It's not like a broken leg or anything like that. He twisted something, and the stretcher had to come on the pitch for him to leave the pitch, unfortunately. But I hope he's okay. Yeah, Power is coming back, man. Power is coming back. The TV series Power, the Tommy Eden one. I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to Power being back with Tommy Eden in Chicago. 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 Al Capone. That's where Al Capone is from. Chicago. So they're saying Antonio Semenyo, has said that he preferred transfer in January or the summer. He preferred transfer in the summer would be a move to Liverpool. As we know, Mark Gahey has already agreed personal terms with the Reds, and the decision now is whether the club moves for him in January or waits to sign him on a free in the summer. What a window this would be, Reds. This is from LFC Connect. I don't even know if it's real, man. I think signings are the furthest thing away from my brain at the moment. I just want my football club to do something, man. I am frustrated. Absolutely frustrated, man. We've signed a lot of players and we're still talking about signings just to lose focus of what's happening during the season. Come on, man. Get the players through the door. Stop all this nonsense about players who are going to sign next summer, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man. So the last show I did with with someone on the channel. It was, I swear it was an Arsenal one or something. Could have sworn it was an Arsenal one. Let me. No, it was just me talking. The last two. With a panel, yeah. With someone on the show, it was an Arsenal one, yeah. This one's a Liverpool one. Ends is a Liverpool one. I did one with Nick, but that was nothing to do with just Liverpool. It was just to do with YouTube in general. And I did one with Man United. I did one with Man City before the game. Yeah, so expect more, man. Expect more. So tomorrow will be a Liverpool one at 1 p.m. You're gonna like it. I'm telling you, you're gonna like it. So tune in, be there and be square. So 42 minutes gone. Scotland are 1-0 up. Scott McTominay has scored a goal. But other than that, I've got nothing to say because the game has been dead, really. There's no chances created. Who's the goalkeeper? Yeah, that's how the game feels. I'm falling asleep. Yeah, they've still got Schumacher's in goal from what I can see, Denmark. Crazy that. There's Scotland coming down the right-hand side. Loses the ball. Guys, I'm going to go at halftime. Yeah, I need to get myself ready for tomorrow. I am absolutely exhausted. Finished work and then I've done this. You know what I mean? Crazy stuff. I still want to let people down, innit? I just want to come on continuously, build the channel that way. It's just about the support next, man. That's what it's all about for me. Just get the support going. I'm going to do a lot of short videos in regards to other clubs when the Premier League starts. It all kicks off next weekend. So I'm looking forward to it. Get some sleep, big bro. Yeah, I am, man. I am. But I don't want to, just come on a stream and just leave like that. Just want to give you guys the opportunity to speak and have your say in it. I hope I've obviously replied to your messages and I said how I feel about it. But don't trust what I say. Just trust yourself more, man. Believe in yourself as a footballing person, you know what I mean? And you know what you're talking about. The problem with the modern day football is, Scotland are through, and the guy got fouled. McGuinn got fouled. So it's a free kick. So it's a free kick. Number 13 fouls McGuinn. It's a free kick to Scotland. McGuinn anticipated the touch, took the ball off him, and then he decided to kick him down. He kicked him down to the floor. What a shame. Stopped an attack. Yeah, I am definitely going to sleep, my brother. And that's for sure. No living room, straight to my bedroom. Done. Robertson's going to take the free kick. Takes it. Foul. Free kick to Denmark. They haven't said anything about added time. I'm just waiting for it. Now 45 minutes. So 4 minutes added time because of Ben Doak's injury. So this is why they added 4 minutes. Yeah, poor ball from Denmark all the way to Højlund from the back. Overhit, it went straight to the goalkeeper's feet. I remember World Cup 98 when I watched Scotland versus Brazil in France. I remember R9 just taking them to the cleaners. Colin Hendry, the defender, I remember, who played for Blackburn, won the league with Blackburn. He was in defence for Scotland. R9 just dominated him, man. He kept on cutting in, he kept on going outside, he kept on going around in circles. They would just follow him everywhere, man. It was crazy, man. R9, goodness gracious me. I still remember that game because it was the opening game. Because I think what happens in the World Cup, the team that won the World Cup, even everybody thinks it's the host that's supposed to play first. No, it's the team that won the previous World Cup that opens up the actual tournament. I always thought it was the host, but I'm sure it's the team that wins the tournament, the previous tournament. Obviously, Brazil won it in 94, 98. France won it. Controversial, I think it was, because R9 was hospitalized for a seizure. And I said, wow, really? Mate, they couldn't stop this guy. They must have done something to him. France, the World Cup's in France, and France win the World Cup. Wait, where we go from here? Crazy. That's how much of a threat Ronaldo was, guys. The only thing that can stop him is him being hospitalized. And he wasn't even in the team sheet. It was Edmundo. He was in the team sheet. It wasn't him. It wasn't R9. R9 was still at the hospital. He took a cab to the stadium to play in the World Cup final. Because every sponsorship, like Nike and Adidas and all these, whoever sponsors the World Cup and plus him, wanted him to play in the final. And he did. Didn't do nothing because he wasn't himself. And Romario wasn't in the Brazilian squad. The one that won the previous World Cup. Bebeto was there. You know what I mean? But Romario wasn't there. They could have if they could have played Romario and Bebeto again, innit? For another World Cup if Ronaldo couldn't play in the final. Yeah, Bebeto and Romario partnership in '94 World Cup out of this world. They've been in partnership for years, you know. Oh, Denmark take a shot. It gets cleared for a corner. Christensen, the former Chelsea player, took a shot from the edge of the box. Still a minute and a bit left for half time. So the corner to Denmark. Taken. Oh, everybody misses the edge of the box. Number 17 back in the box. Cleared by Scotland all the way to the back. There's Denmark on the left wing. Step overs, crossed it. Now Scotland's clear it. Mokotomali. And then he gets fouled. Free kick to Scotland in their half. So there's only a few seconds to go before half time. Scotland won. Scott Mokotomali scored. Overhead kick. Left-hand side of the goalkeeper, bottom corner. I don't think it was the left-hand side, but it was somewhere. I didn't see it properly, but I think it was the right-hand side, actually. And, put it back in the net. It was like a Rooney overhead kick, but slightly... Rooney's still better than this one, to be fair. But it's good to see international football goals like that as well. Not just Premier League football, if you know what I mean. It was an amazing goal. I suggest if you can watch it somewhere, go and watch it, man. Half-time, Scotland 1 and Denmark 0. All right, guys, I think it's time to go because I'm talking a bit of a gibberish right here, and everybody's tuned out. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, guys, tomorrow I should be back in the morning. If not, it's 1 p.m. Please tune into the channel. You never know. I might wake up in the next few hours and do a stream. You never know. You know how I am. I'm a spontaneous kind of guy. All right, guys, like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for everyone that's supporting me on here. Appreciate that. We will build this channel. We will get to the destination that we all need to get to eventually, which is getting a lot of people on the channel, and watching us as well. So that's the whole point of it. Take care. Comment down below if you want to chat to me, and I'll see you soon.